turn this down. Okay, let's see. Who is this? Hey, Ethan Campbell. Hey, from the SIP. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the show. Hold on, let me put y'all comments up. Let me get my face. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Welcome. Glad you're doing good. Now let me finish. Let me get this video that I said I was gonna post up. Then y'all can see my face.
You know who else gay? James Avery from The Fresh Prince.
Wow.
Uncle Phil, gay as hell. Yeah.
Wow.
He was gay. Because you know how I know? I had to do audience coordinating for the Gospel Awards when I first started comedy in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And behind the scenes, I was there. James was there. Avery was there. It was Mike Tyson, Farrakhan. Everybody was there. And backstage, you know, all those gospel groups,
Yeah.
they were all getting very, very gay. And I saw him. He was flamboyant. I was like this. Uncle Phil? Aunt Phil. It's Aunt Phil. Because he was like this. He was like this. He was like, girl, shoot. I was like, and he's like, see, he was a big man. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, he's mad feminine. I was surprised. Because I'm sitting there like, that's Uncle Phil. It's Aunt Phil.
Playing games over here.
But he knew how to act and play, you know. But he was gay too. But he was such a.
Okay, let's see. Now let me get my. Now what was I at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. All right, there I am. Here I am, y'all. Here I am. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Ethan Campbell says he's good. From the SIP says child the T. Yes, the T. And I can't wait to spill it. Listen, I'm gonna put the other clips up later, but I think I'm gonna come out. I think I come out better just going ahead and just doing one topic at a time. Then you know how I do on my regular. But let me tell y'all the tea on this topic. I don't even know who this comedian is, Ofrey, whatever his name is. I don't even know who he is. And I'm basically going to give y'all my thoughts and my opinion about this whole scenario thing. I'm just going to be honest and quite frank with y'all. And honestly, I can say uh, people's are doing anything just to be relevant. I don't even know who he is. I ain't never heard of him before. Ain't he the one uh that marked Shannon Sharpie when Shannon Sharpie was doing that commercial in front of that liquor store or whatever, and they was marking him because of the way he was standing and walking. But Shannon Sharpie, he had to let people know that he had a surgery. And he told them, "Hey, if y'all want to mark me, y'all go ahead and do that. Just know I'm getting paid. Just know I'm getting a check." I think I explained that in one of my videos, but I don't even know who this Offer is. But let me tell y'all something. Number one, he's wrong for disrespecting James Avery. James Avery is not even here to defend himself. Number two, I heard the same thing about James Avery. I heard the same thing about James Avery allegedly. And the guy that played on Family Matters as Carl Winslow. So I'm gonna put the banner up here. Let's talk. Today episode is DDTS episode 407, live edition. Shamar and Alvo mess comedian Ofrey on the late James Avery. You know, with that situation, along with Family Matters TV dad allegedly. Let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about it. We finna get into this. Let's talk about it. Number one, James Avery, he passed away on December the 31st, 2013. He's not here to defend himself, right? He's not here to defend himself. He is not here to defend himself, so he can't say anything. And as for Carl Winslow, I'm gonna say Carl Winslow because I can't pronounce his name. As for Carl Winslow, I've heard the same thing allegedly about him as well over the years. That him and James Avery was, you know, doing the do behind people's backs. I don't know. So I wasn't even born at the time when they was, you know, I was born a couple of years later. But it kind of got me questioning, but it didn't really resonate with me. If y'all watched it, Family Matters, it was after an episode at the end of the credits where James Avery happened to appear at the end of the credits. It shocked me, but I didn't think nothing of it. But the thing is, James Avery, even if he was, and even if Carl Winslow was or is, that ain't got nothing to do with me, and that ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. But the thing was, if he, if they, if James was, and if Carl Winslow was or is, because Carl Winslow he's still here with us. Even if they was, or whatever they had going on or whatever they did, even if they was not gonna, they ain't gonna come out and just say it, especially back in the 80s and the 90s. Because, if an actor or actress do that, they basically could mess with their career. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. As for Carl Winslow, I think he shut those rumors down a couple of years ago. As a matter of fact, I think he shut those rumors down um when this P. Diddy mess was spreading, that he was at the Diddy parties and stuff. I really don't know. Like, this is alleged. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. And for this Ofri dude, don't nobody say anything like that unless they trying to get relevant. Unless they trying to get relevant. Unless they dollars on slack down. Unless they dollars going away. Unless ain't nobody checking for them no more. I don't even know who this Ofri person is. But for this Ofri person or whatever he is, trying to keep up with people that is not here with us anymore, that have paved the way for him to bring James Avery into this, and for him to bring Carl Winslow into this, that makes me wonder, Ofri, are you a part of the community? Because if you are, you is totally disrespectful on how you want to bring James Avery. May he rest in peace. Would nobody even thinking about bringing James Avery up here? Like, really? Like, why? Coffee with K. Hey, Coffee with K, how you doing? How you doing, Coffee with K? Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the show. How you doing? So yeah, it's like, why bring James Avery, who is no longer here to defend himself? Why bring this up now? Like, even if they was or wasn't, that does not have anything to do with you. Even if they was, they couldn't come out back in the 80s and the 90s because, hey, they got a career. They was hot in that area. They was most seen on TV. Family Matters and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. James Avery, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. I apologize if I'm talking too much. I'm just spilling the tea, okay? I'm just spilling the tea. After this, we're gonna get to that Shamar and Alvo mess tea. But honestly, even if they was, they couldn't come out at the time. Just like any artists back in the 80s and the 90s. They couldn't come out at the time because they feel like if they did, it would jeopardize their career. It would make it harder on them. And peoples would be like, well, we don't care if they came out or not. We'll still look at them and say, no, y'all will not. Y'all will not look at them and say, y'all be trying to judge and try to tell them that this ain't right, that ain't right. Like before anybody try to tell somebody how they should live their life and tell them that they should do this and do that, they need to learn to sweep in front of their front door before they sweep in front of somebody else's. That's the problem with this that's the problem with the society. I'm just being honest. And for this Alfred dude, I don't even know who he is. To me, he's not even funny. And if we're gonna be honest, he's not funny. Uh, y'all gonna drag me for this. Tiffany Haddish, she's sort of funny. I just put up with her to an extent. Um, Kevin Hart, he's funny to an extent. A lot of people say Kevin Hart is funny. Kevin Hart is funny. I'm finna go on and clock this T. He is not funny to me, but he's funny enough to get a chuckle out of me. But he's not Bernie Mac funny. He's not Bernie Mac funny. He's not Dave Chappelle funny. That's just me. Y'all might drag me for that. I'm just saying. I sat back on it for so long. I sat back on it for so long, but I couldn't do it no more. Kevin Hart, he's all right, but he is not Bernie Mac funny. He's not Dave Chappelle funny. You know, this is me. And I feel like Alfred is that same way. And he might, and while he's worried about James Avery and Carl Winslow, he might be part of the community, but just don't want nobody to find out. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this because I missed it. People will be more accepting today, in my opinion, than they was uh, back in the 80s and the 90s because of their careers. But now, since they getting older, they feel like, well, I might as well just go on and tell it. Hey, I'm this, hey, I'm that. Good. Good for you. But for Alfred, he don't have no P's, no Q's, no shade, no T to be doing it. That's just my opinion. And the way he was saying it, it just, you know. Matter of fact, let me play this video one more time for y'all. Let me play this video one more time for y'all. And we're gonna elaborate on this a couple of more times. And we're gonna leave it at that. Because this is ridiculous.
You know who else gay? James Avery from The Fresh Prince. Uncle
Wow.
Phil, gay as hell. Yeah.
Wow.
He was gay. Because you know how I know? I had to do audience coordinating for the Gospel Awards when I first started comedy in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And behind the scenes, I was there. James was there. Avery was there. It was Mike Tyson, Farrakhan. Everybody was there. And backstage, you know, all those gospel groups,
Yeah.
they were all very, very gay. And I saw him. He was flamboyant. I was like this. Uncle Phil? Aunt Phil. It's Aunt Phil. Because he was like this. He was like this. He was like, girl, shoot. I was like, and he's like, see, he was a big man. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, he's mad feminine. I was surprised because I'm sitting there like, that's Uncle Phil, is Aunt Phil.
Playing games over here.
But he knew how to act and play, you know. But he was gay too. But he was such a.
Now, I don't like how that. I just don't like how that. I just don't like how that sounded. I don't know. I was not there. He said he claimed allegedly he was. But I don't know. It's like he was talking too fast, like he couldn't get his word out. It's like it's like he been waiting his whole damn life to say that. Only peoples that'll say stuff like that is for people who checks is running low. Peoples who ain't getting checked about anymore. That's how I feel. It's ridiculous. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you from the sip. That's what I was looking for. That is not his tea to spill. That is not his tea to spill. Exactly. From the sip says, let that man rest. That was disrespectful to bring that up. It really was and is when you think about it. It is and was. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you know what? I had to. I'm gonna defend Uncle Phil. I'm gonna defend James Avery because he's a legend from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air and the Transformers. He led a mark. Why he want to spill? Why does Alfred dude want to spill everybody else's tea? He ain't spilling his. That's what I'm. That's the type of tea I'm talking about. Why spill everybody else's tea, but ain't spilling yours? This just too much. But how do y'all feel about that topic? Y'all ready to go to the next topic? Y'all ready to go to this last pipe and tea? Cause I've been ready to go with this pipe and tea. I want to say the best for last. So we're gonna go on to this next video, this next pipe and tea, and let's get to it. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. Let me take a little sip of this coffee. All right. Now it's gonna be two videos with this one. All right, where I'm at? Where I'm at? Hold on, y'all. Trying to see. I'm trying to see which one it is. I don't want to click on the wrong one. I'm gonna go in order. I'm gonna go in order. Hold on, y'all.
And Shamar know I'm a verse top. Shamar already know I'm a verse top. Shamar know I get dick, and he know I give dick. But I ain't get no dick since I've been with Shamar. Clock that T. I'm a verse top. Anybody know that? I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all everything about me. Since people acting like I can't be an open book with y'all, I'm a verse top. Shamar already knew I was a verse top. Anybody that been watching my content for years already know I give dick and get dick. Hello. So it's not the fact that I'm a verse top. It's not the fact that I wasn't giving him no dick. Because I fuck him whenever you want, dick. It's just the fact that Shamar is a very selfish person. He's very unhumble, and he's going to use his platform to go against you. Any chance Shamar can do to ruin you or make you look a type of way, he's going to use his platform to do exactly just that. So that's what he did. He already told me he was going to do that, and that's why I started documenting his ass. So it's like, at the end of the day, y'all, I ain't did nothing wrong to that boy. I ain't mistreat him. I ain't did nothing to him. I ain't did nothing but do everything that I feel like I was supposed to do. Shit, yes.
Oh, the T, the T, the T. Okay, I'm gonna go on and play this last video, and then we're gonna elaborate on both of them videos. Okay. Now, where's that other one at? I think this one is right here.
Dirty, non-basing ass either. You get mad. You trying to cheat on me because I told you go bees. And you nasty non-base. Show them green ass drawers. I'll show them. Show them green drawers you got, bitch. Show them nasty ass funky drawers you got. How about that? Yeah, bitch. Show them bitch win. Bitch, I ain't fuck y'all's funky ass in 3 weeks. You're the same motherfucker that killed me. Yeah, ha 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 ha, bitch. Fuck that.
Okay. Okay. From the Sip says both of them toxic and crazy. Right? 100. They is toxic and crazy. And it doesn't make any sense. What gets me, what I'm going to talk about first, I'm going to talk about the first video I posted. And I'm going to try to make this respectful. Because y'all know I'm an Aquarius. I don't care what comes out my mouth. I'm just going to say what's on my mind. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Now, Alvo, I don't know. I don't know Alvo. I don't know Shamar. All I know, they be trending on TikTok. They be trending on Instagram. It's it's like wow. Hold on, let's see here. Hey Brian Lucas, how you doing? Brian Lucas says going live and disrespecting each other doesn't make sense. It puts a bad name out for both peoples. It really does. Honestly, it really does. Especially if they call themselves being in a relationship. Like me, I'm just, I'm just elaborating on it. Like this the type of stuff I do. Like I ain't gonna disrespect them, nor drag them, nor shade. But I'm just gonna speak the truth. Thank you for coming to my live for the very first time. Thank you for coming. From the Sip says, hey Bryson. Bryson Lucas says, I'm all right. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. I'm just doing a live episode. I'm just elaborating on this tea that has been going overflowed. Bryson Lucas says also calling each other derogatory names is a no go. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. And I'm just going to go ahead and elaborate on both of these videos and both of these situations. Number one, uh, I think I said this a couple of times in my other video. I think all this was a stunt to get views, to um to get, I guess, attention, publicity, or whatever you want to call it. It's it's a sad, sad situation. Like, why get on live and why get on social media? Why get on live? Why get on social media and give these people something to talk about? You ain't gonna see me doing that type of mess. You ain't gonna see me doing it because I got more class and I got more respect in it. From the Sip says, and exposing each other isn't okay at all. The relationship would be over for me at that point. Exactly. That's 100. If a person is going to do that to me or I do that to that person, there is not no us. There is not no us. There is not no relationship. There is not no me and you. There is not no future. Like, it'll be over with. Like 100. Number one, these two supposed to be grown adults. These two supposedly be on their stuff. But to me, they acting like toxic peoples. This is exactly what I be talking about in our LGBTQ community. The reason why it's so much drama and so much rage in the LGBTQ community, in the black community, toxic, being toxic. They like to go crazy and stuff, busting out people's windows and fighting and all that. It's crazy. That's why it's so much problems in our community. That's why relationships don't work. They haven't matured. They sure have not, Bryce and Lucas. They have not matured, and it's crazy. Alvo, he ain't no good. He ain't no good because if he really cared for Shamar or Shamar really cared for him, now one of them wouldn't have never done what they did. They toxic, toxic, toxic. They're another Aquez and Deezy or Dreezy or whatever his name is. Like, come on now. Or they're another Rico Pruitt or Fame or whatever their name is. Rico Pruitt, Fame, and Tay. But Tay, he he behind them bars for allegedly hitting a woman, knocking her off the bridge or something. But she survived. So, with that. It's such a toxic relationship. Like, Cash De Niro, Rico Pruitt, Fame, Tay, JD Blackfoot, or whatever, Blackstone, or whatever they name. I can name a few, but I ain't never seen anything so toxic and so ignorant than Shamar and Avo getting into it. Like, why expose y'all sex life like that on live? Don't nobody wanna know that you getting penetrated, or you taking this, or you taking that. I'm pretty sure I don't wanna know. I did not want to know that. I'm glad I wasn't eating. I did not want to know that at all. I don't think anybody wants to know that. I understand that you want peoples to know some of your business. I understand that you want to get attention, but it's a certain way to get it. Not just put other people's business out there to make yourself look relevant. I'm just saying. I'm not doing that. I'm just elaborating, just giving my opinion because this is what I do. I just don't agree with it. And exposing Shamar's undergarments or drawers, underwear, don't nobody want to see none of that as well. Why? And telling people, you need to wash your funky butt, wash your funky ass, wash your funky ass. Don't nobody want to know that. Listen, y'all are grown. If y'all knew y'all did not want to be in this type of predicament, y'all should have never got involved. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Shamar, I don't know what's his deal. I understand that he has a disability, and this and that the third and everything. But let's just say this. Every person that Shamar tries to get with either tries to take for him, tries to take from him, take advantage of him, use him, do him wrong, or it's the other way around, either Shamar doing something. At one point, I really don't know. I don't know how to go about it. I'm trying not to be disrespectful about it. I just don't know how to quote it. Calling. Oh, I love these conversations. Thank y'all so much. Brian Lucas says, calling someone dirty that you care about isn't love. Having a private conversation is more important than internet publicity. Exactly. That is 100. That's the truth. Like, I feel like if you are two peoples and y'all are in a relationship, talk about it in private, off the cameras, not in public. Because that raises eyebrows. From the SIP says, Shamar let different people use him for personal benefit and clout. Yes, 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 yes. I've noticed that through all the times. I noticed that plenty of times. I just want to say this though. It was a picture that I saw on Facebook. Shamar with somebody else. I think his name is Almond Milk or whatever. And he light skinned, and he was like, the light skinned dude, Almond, he was like, y'all, can y'all just tell that person to go back to Africa or something like that? Whatever he's saying, that African to go back somewhere. However that caption went, I'm like, wow, really? How cruel can you be? It's basically this. A lot of people need to understand all black skin tones and everything is beautiful. And how you carry yourself, how you act, and everything. That tells a lot. And that determines a lot. Yes, I agree with you, Brian Lucas, and I agree with you too. From the SIP, y'all both are stating some great facts. Y'all are really helping me out here. But how am I doing with this? Is I'm leaving anything out? Is I'm going overboard? I'm basically trying to state everything because it's like, wow. It's like, but that's not love. What they got, they were supposed to get engaged, but I really believe that was for clout too. and saying Shamar said allegedly somebody stole his money. It's just so much. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. It's like you can do one or two things. If you in a predicament like that, either you can stay in that predicament because you like that type of stuff, you like to be dogged out, talked down on, humiliated, or you can leave the situation and do better. Basically, Brian Lucas says, I don't know the full story, but it's too much. They are publicly humiliating each other. They really is. They really is. And this is the type of problem in the LGBTQ slash gay community that goes on every single day. All over the world. Aquez and Dreezy, they called the quits. I did a video on them about a year ago. Now that's what you call toxic too. You want to talk about toxic? Talk about Aquez and Dreezy. If I could find the video, I would put the video up about that, but I doubt you don't want to know about that. But it's just a lot. That's why it's so much toxicity in the LGBTQ community. And that's why I'm not in no relationship. Because I don't have time for toxicity. I don't have time for toxic peoples. I don't have time to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with someone that keeps doing the same thing to me and hurting me and putting my mental health at ease, putting my physical situation at ease, my anxiety, all that. I don't have the time for that. I don't have time. I don't have. Wait a minute. I don't have time to miss it. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Vegan Kings cook. Hey, how you doing, Vegan Kings? Oh no, I'm good. I'm good, Vegan Kings. How you doing? I'm good. It's just a topic that I'm talking about that was brought to my attention. Oh, I'm good. From the Sip says, I don't have time to miss. I understand that. I don't blame you. Oh, I'm good, Vegan Kings. I am good. It's just this topic that's been in the media that I want to talk about. Oh, I'm good. Oh no, you ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do nothing. I got it. I got it. We good. We good. Oh no. Oh no. I ain't got to worry about that. Thank you though. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh no, you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about it. We good. We is good. They know who to mess with and who not to mess with. And I'm not one, I'm not the one, the two, the three, the four, the five, the six, the seven, and the eight. I am not. I was just talking about this topic um that was brought to my attention, that was shared to me. And I said, you know what, let me go and do a live on it. And it's toxic, you know, it's toxic. And I don't like toxicity. And I think that is one toxicity and domestic violence is one of the um domestic violence in straight and LGBTQ relationships are a big factor. I feel like if if I'm bringing everything to the table, if I'm doing everything that there is to be done in a relationship, and if everything that I do is not good enough for you, and people start fussing, arguing with you for no reason, leave that situation and leave that problem, because 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna go good. I don't have time for the mess. I ain't got time to be with no toxic person. I don't have time that wants to for a person that wants to make everything about them, how bad they've been done wrong, how bad they went through it. Okay, yes, you've been done wrong. Everybody has been done wrong. But it's like, it's a two-way street. It's 50-50, you know. That's just how I see it. I might be wrong, but that's just how I see it. Yes, vegan. Thank you, vegan kings. Yes, that's how I see it, because it's like one person that's making the relationship work. That's not going to work. It takes two peoples to make a relationship work. It takes two peoples 50-50 to make it work, to make it strong. One person just can't put out effort and the other person can't. Who on earth is Juice YouTube? Who is that? Who is Juice YouTube? Hey, I don't know who you are. Hold on, because I can't see where. Oh, that's your okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. Hey, how you doing, Juice YouTube? How you doing? I did not know. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a troll. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Thank you for bringing them. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It takes two people to make a relationship work. I'm not in no relationship right now, but as I'm eager to get in one right now, no, I'm eager to just take it slow, focus on what's important, because I want my mental health to be um stable, clean, and on the right track. Thank you, vegan and Juice YouTube. It's okay, vegan. Send me. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, vegan, for bringing in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you so much. I'm gonna probably stay on for about an hour, maybe an hour 25. You know, it depends. You know how it goes. But yeah, that's how I really see it. You know, two toxic peoples don't need to be in a relationship together. They do not. They don't need to be in a relationship together, because you know you do got those type of peoples that be arguing and fighting and cussing each other out. Be arguing and fighting 1 minute, but then be lovey dovey the next minute. Then they be putting each other out, exposing each other on social media. Then they back together. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna try to stay on here. I'm gonna try to stay on here. It's it's over in 2 minutes. Okay, okay, yeah, I'll still be here, because I'm gonna try to stay. I'm gonna stay for about an hour 25, maybe an hour 50, maybe, I'll try to stay. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit longer. You know, yeah, that's fine. Y'all can come on in. I should have. You know what? I need to start making a schedule if I want to go live. I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, but I tell you, people, they would, they do the freaking most. I tell you. Because seeing all this toxic energy makes me not want to be in a seeing all these problems in these relationships and stuff and all this drama and arguing and stuff, that makes me not want to be in a relationship at all. I'd rather just date myself at this point. I treat myself out for dinner, treat myself out to the movies. I don't go to the movies like that. At least with that, I can focus on what's really important. That's my sanity. But Shamar and Avo and this almond person, they really they don't need to be together. And using somebody just for clout, just to get relevant, that ain't cool. That's just too much. That's just too freaking much. I couldn't do it at all. I couldn't do it. But that's what I got on that topic. I just don't know. Uh something else I want to talk about. Oh, I guess I can recap on Wendy Williams. Um, so Wendy was recently she went out to dinner with her son. It looked like she was having a good time. Looked like she's looking better. And it was good to see her out enjoying herself with her son and whoever else was with her. And even though what he did to her allegedly, at the end of the day, that is still her child. She's still his mama. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. I might be wrong, but I really feel um, Wendy's ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, he plays a big part as well. And it ain't good. Because the last time I read and I did the video on that, the son took out $100,000 on Uber Eats and the same amount to get on a boat, to rent a boat for a party. And after all of that, he graduated from college or high school. Wendy Williams, his mama, was there supporting. She was happy to see her son graduate. It's such a great feeling and experience, with everything Wendy has been through. She needs to hurry up and get free. We need Wendy Williams back more than ever. Even if she do not get to get in her purple chair, at least let her do a radio podcast because we need Wendy more than ever. And she was able to see her daddy for his 94th birthday because on the Breakfast Club, I remember I watched the Breakfast Club and I did a video right after. She was so happy. She was sad trying to she was just crying on the interview radio trying to she said she wants to see her dad for her 94th birthday. And the guardian that she had, which in my opinion was full of mess, trying to keep her away from that. And she was diagnosed with a disability where she couldn't walk. I don't forgot the name of it because I don't want to. Was it? I don't want to get it wrong. But it was good to see her, moving around like she was on a scooter and stuff. She can still remember stuff a little bit, but her being locked in a room, her being in that state, that is not the Wendy that I know. And for them to control her money like that, and for her son to do what he did, which I completely don't understand, I guess it's not meant for me to understand. It's just so, um, just so sad. But I'm hoping and I'm crossing my fingers and I'm praying that Wendy gets out free because I miss her so much. But that's all I have on the Wendy Williams story. But I'm gonna watch that documentary. I may watch it this weekend because I already got enough stuff going on in my head and on my mind that I want to watch. Because I watched that Luther Vandross documentary Tuesday, Never Too Much, and it was very, very good and very, very sad. I can say this. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a video out about Luther Vandross and a documentary in my review. If y'all haven't watched it, whenever you feel up to it, you're more than welcome to go watch it. Um, it was a sad documentary, but it was good. I enjoyed it. And I had got some points wrong. Yesterday I had got some points wrong. I got two of them mixed up. I got Jimmy Savamini. I got him mixed up with the one that died. That was allegedly supposed to be Luther Vandross' lover at that time. The incident that happened on January the 12th, 1986. The brother, Jimmy Savamini, he um he survived, but the manager, the manager and Luther Vandross' alleged lover, he died. And how that went about is Luther Vandross was driving in a 35 miles per hour um, lane, and he was going 50 miles per hour. So it's like, wow. And he hit two cars, and he had broken ribs, facial cuts. and he had a broken hip. And it said he plead guilty to no reckless driving or contest to reckless driving. If I got it correctly. So, you know, when you kind of put it like that, and um when you go back and think about that, I don't think Luther Vandross, in my opinion, I don't think Luther Vandross, he really got over that. I think, in my opinion, that possibly might have been the reason why he ate the way he ate, which led to his stroke, in my opinion, allegedly, which led to his stroke. He had type 2 diabetes and everything. Because I watched a clip of a video on the documentary where he was getting interviewed by Katie Kirk. And she said, allegedly, that she read in the magazine that he took 2 glazed donuts and put them in between a hamburger, put them between his hamburger because he couldn't find no hamburger rolls, no hamburger bread, no hamburger buns. And she was like, is that true? And how disgusting was that? Luther Vandross said to Katie Couric, and his quote, it wasn't disgusting, it was good. I was like, oh my goodness. Because Luther Vandross, he basically came obsessed with his eating. He became obsessed with eating. Because if you ever notice, he'll get skinny 1 minute, get big 1 minute. That's why they say Little Luther, Big Luther, Little Luther, Big Luther, Little Luther, Big Luther. I'm like, what the what? I never understood that when I was younger. Because I remember when I would listen to Luther and I would look at pictures of him, of his albums. Because one thing about me, I'll look up all types of different artists, actors, stuff. You know, I guess that's the random thing getting me. Like, I like to study things. And plus, I'm a YouTuber. So, I'm a YouTuber. Do I get paid for it? No, I do not. But that's okay because I'm going to work on it. It's going to come good in my favor. That's not the important thing right now. I do this because I love to do it. And it's a dream of mine. But what I'm saying, I looked at Luther Vandross. I looked at his albums, and one of them in his pictures, one of them he was big, one of them he was little, and I was pretty young. I was grown, but I wasn't grown, but I was grown enough to understand. I was like, scratching my head and my chin. What is the cause of this? Why is he little 1 minute and big the next? Why is people calling him Little Luther, Big Luther, Little Luther, Big Luther? Why? So I looked up the question, and the answer that I got and the results that I got, it said that Luther Vandross had type 2 diabetes. I was like, what? So that will explain why they called him Little Luther, Big Luther, Little Luther, Big Luther, Big Luther, Little Luther. That's why they called him that, because he lost weight, gained it back. Lost weight, gained it back. Because he was obsessed with food. And I believe that incident would happen in 1986 when his manager, when his manager Larry and him and his brother got into that wreck. I believe they did something to him when the manager and his alleged lover was unalived in that accident. And I'm pretty sure that kind of did mess with Luther a great deal. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time talking about this. I'm just elaborating on it. Because I don't think I've I don't think I mentioned it in my video yesterday, but I'm mentioning it in here now. And another thing that gets me is he said this: the number one thing that he always wanted was to be in love, was to be with that special someone. And I cried watching that part, and I got silenced watching that part because I could relate to him in a little aspect. Because for one, Luther couldn't be himself who he wanted to be because of his career. Because he didn't want his mother finding out who he really was, who who he was really attracted to, who he really wanted to be. And I believe, like in another video that I watched shout out to Go Cree Cree, because her video, she did a review on the Luther Vandross documentary, and I loved it hers so much. I think she detailed hers better than I did, because I believe I left out some stuff, but I did include some stuff. I just included some of the moments that that stuck with me, that really got me, and I just elaborate on them. But Go Cree Cree, her video was so amazing. She broke it down so very good. Go Cree Cree, if you're watching this, thank you so very much for, watching mine and telling me what I got wrong. I really appreciate it. But, and it's some valid points that I want to get out as well with the documentary. And that is this. Okay, so a lot of people's, was dragging Patti LaBelle. Some people's were making her out to be the villain. Now, me, I remember doing a video on that whole scenario as well. But I didn't drag Auntie Patty. I didn't drag her. I just basically said, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it right now. If Luther Vandross confided in Patty to tell his secret, if he wanted her to tell it, then that was between them. But if he didn't confide in her not to tell it, then basically that was not her secret to tell. Like, I don't know. But at the end of the day, in Luther Vandross' defense and Auntie Patty's defense, nothing changes the fact that they were so good friends, that Luther Vandross looked up to Patti LaBelle. He looked up to her. Luther Vandross stayed going to the Apollo because he loved it, the music, where he met Donnie Warwick, where he met Patti LaBelle, and many, 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 many artists who he had the opportunity to sing with. Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle. It's so many, Luther Vandross, before Luther Vandross, it was so many, many other legends still with us. Some are with us, some are not. Let's just put that out there. Some are with us, some are not. Let's just put that out there. And but let's just be honest. Whether he was gay or not, that does not take away the fact that he was a legend. I'm pretty sure back in the 80s and the 90s, he probably wanted to come out and be himself, but he probably couldn't. He didn't want to hurt his mama. He didn't want to hurt his career because a lot of people may not know. Like, if I'm wrong, like if you came out in the 80s and the 90s, that's pretty much going to hurt your career. Pretty much people's is not going to check for you. Pretty much people's going to put out every single little tab on you because you done that one little thing, told people about your sexuality, and that's the end of your career. Like, it's different now than it was in the 80s and the 90s. People's be like, he ain't gonna judge you. You can tell us we ain't gonna judge you. We still gonna no, you're not. You're not gonna look at that person the same. You're gonna look at that person and be like, why they have to be like that? Why they have to be like that? See, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't none of your business where it's right for you or not. Like, that's their life. Let them live their life. That's how I see it, and that's how I feel what Luther's where his problem came in at, where his eating came from. What happened on January the 12th, 1986, what happened there, and him not being able to be happy, him not being able to come out to the world. And because his fans was mostly women, he didn't want to put that on them or not. He did not want to put that on them. He did not want to go through that. And an interviewer asked him about his weight. They asked him, does that make you feel uncomfortable? Luther Vandross told the interviewer, yes, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It does. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about it because it makes me feel uncomfortable, you know? And I don't care what anybody says. I love Luther Vandross. He's one of my favorite artists. Yes, I'm 30 years old. I grew up around family that listened to Luther Vandross. They listen to everything associated with Motown, Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, Valerie and Simpson, Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Smokey Robinson, all that, the Temptations, the Supremes, all that. I grew up around family that played all that and still play it to this very day. But now peoples are using Luther Vandross sample of songs and a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if they got the royalties to do that. I really don't know. But I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna say if they do or don't. But I just love it. I love the fact that, you know, Luther, he was a legend and he will forever be missed. Well, I met 10417. Okay. Well, y'all, is there anything anybody wants to talk about? Because I think I'm probably going to end it right here. I think I did over an hour. Is there anything anybody wants to add? I really want to thank y'all for coming in. When will I be going live again? I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see. I might try to do 2 times a week, 2 days out of a week. But I'm about to probably get ready and shut it down. But how did I do? Anybody that's still in here, how did I do on this episode today, y'all? How did I do? How did I do on this live edition? Let me see here. Thank you from the SIP. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying. Thank you for enjoying. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you from the SIP. Thank you, Vegan Kings. Thank you, Juice YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go back to the name. Thank you, Bryson Lucas. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you. What's his name? Coffee with K. Thank you, Ethan Campbell. Thank each and every one of y'all. But so y'all, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of DDTS Live Edition. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't catch it live, you can catch the replay. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. And I will be back with another video. Hopefully, I'll be back with another live soon. I really want to say I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Vegan Kings. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. Till next time. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, all right, all right, all right.